when we talk about the tunnels, we have to understand that these are not the tunnels of Vietnam War, which could just accommodate a person. We are talking about Gazan tunnels. There are 13,000 tunnels in Gaza. So imagine we are talking about large, huge network of tunnel, and 500 kilometer long, which is 10 times of what the Gaza Strip is. 10 times. First tunnels appeared in 1981 on Gaza-Egypt border that were primarily used for smuggling. So that's the antecedent. It started years ago. They didn't start in 2000. So in 1980s. Hamas has a separate staff to build tunnels, which means that they have dedicated tunnel building teams. Hamas spends $1 lakh on each tunnel. So the build is different. They can move cargo. These are not small tunnels. 32 tunnels were destroyed in 2014, and that's very important to know, because in 2014 the operation Protective Edge was launched. It was a shallow operation. 32 were destroyed. 100 kilometer, that was the range. 100 kilometer, that was the destruction. But Israelis realized that the 14 of them were connected to their own territory. 14th of them. Now comes the challenge. There was a commission of inquiry which was set up by IDF, and it tells a very bleak picture. We must understand we are talking of a different ball game. And the commission found that the tunnel warfare was extremely dangerous, and maybe Israeli army at that point of time unfit to go, though they have made a special unit for it. They have created fake tunnels, but then the challenge remains. Radio, GPS, drones, they are of no help. They don't work. So you need to use different technology. Night vision equipment doesn't work. There is no ambient light. So, well, it doesn't comfort, it doesn't help you. And then little things. Low temperature, difference of 10 degrees centigrade from the top to the tunnel, and threat of gas emission. Old stale water can also emit gas. Imagine something as natural as water can become problematic for you, and sound gets amplified inside tunnel, and it's not a joke. Imagine firing a gun in a closed room, and then you'll see the impact, how it disorients you. So it's a different game. And tackling the challenge, US used tear gas in Vietnam. In today's war, it will go against the rules, though there are no rules in war, but the listed rules. USSR used chemical agents in Afghanistan. Can you use them in Gaza? I don't know. Robots get stuck in tunnels, and when we are talking about robots, they are expensive machinery. You can put them inside, they can go help you out, but then if they don't work, you have to recover it. And in Vietnam, 12,000 deaths happened because of tunnel. 12,000. That's the estimate. Why? Because tunnels created such robust line of defense and attack, both, that this was the casualty. Few Americans, but primarily those who were aligned with the Americans, they died because they were the cannon fodder. They couldn't distinguish. And most important of all, let's go to our last plate. And the most important of all here is, Israelis have a rule. Unless and until you close one part of the tunnel, you don't start the fight. Which means all these rules are going to be amended.